Well, this is going to be interesting. For weeks now, Preston Jacobs and Red Team Review have been saying this is the best episode. It's great for the first three quarters, and then the last 15 minutes ruin it. I've been of the opinion that everything in this season has been complete and total dog crap. But we'll see. I'm not hopeful. Let's bring in Count Valerian.
Quite so. Well, my impression is that there were like 2 or 3 goodish scenes, and a lot of it I just sort of don't remember what happened.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with Preston and Armine. They don't seem to apply their standards equally to media, where I would say that Rings of Power is about on par with Game of Thrones season 8 in terms of quality. In terms of just abject nonsense. But it's not as well. Season 8 is less boring than Rings of Power is.
And you can follow the stuff that's going on, even if the stuff that's going on makes no sense.
Yeah.
So there is that aspect of it. But Preston even said last night, I'm much more engaged with the Song of Ice and Fire things. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of funny that it shouldn't. Well, I don't know. Since just my logic would be if you have one standard, you apply it equally across 2 franchises. But admittedly, even the rules of cause and effect should be universal across 2 different franchises. That's the main rule. Since every world is different, every fantasy universe is different, but the law of cause and effect, that's a pretty universal thing. Would you agree?
No.
Okay, interesting.
I just want to see what happened. I think it's the other way around. The effect comes first, then the cause.
Really? Oh, I just always heard it as the law of cause and effect.
No, effects are caused by causes are caused by effects, not the other way around. Everyone knows that.
Huh.
I just want to see what happened. I'm trolling.
I can never tell sometimes.
Was I actually being subtle this time?
Evidently, yes. You're adorable, Valerian. Never change.
Die screaming. And all that sort of rot.
Well, you are adorable. I imagine you'll have a nice cabana girl one of these days to service all of your impossible needs.
This is a touching moment in the story. But yeah, I think it depends on how much attention they're paying to it. And admittedly, I've not always paid much attention myself. When it's the Wheel of Time, I usually just am taking the Mickey out of it. Take the Mickey out of it because I don't know what's going on anyway. And then this I sort of take the Mickey out of it too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right. All right, and I dropped the theater link, so both in chat, in the private chat, and in the public YouTube chat. So.
Okay. So we will enter the studio.
All right. Well. All right, I can see that you're in. Let's start playing this bad boy.
Anyone else going to turn up?
I would say probably not, considering that it's afternoon on a weekend, afternoon on a weekday. So.
Oh, here comes Melvin Sherman and Raptor in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to produce a novel. That's good to know.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I hope it's an avant-garde novel. Oh, I need to be in the other one. Something is actually happening here. Well, sort of.
Well, Durin is running around.
Durin, I think the dwarves were one of the few relatively decent things last season.
That's not really how the Dwarven rings worked.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about how the dwarf rings have turned him in evil, and but also turned him like into an idiot.
More like a completely and utterly insane person.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is completely and utterly insane. And it's apparently he is mining using some kind of battering ram.
Some kind of hoo-ha ring?
No, a kind of battering ram.
Oh, battering ram. Not a ring, but a ram.
Uh-huh. We hear the thudding and the growls.
And there's some kind of thing. I say.
You have gone completely effing nuts, dude.
Bother. Barking mad.
Okay.
Arm wrestle the ring.
That is the reason. And he's using a battering ram as a mining tool. That's kind of stupid. This really detracts from the whole delve too greedily and too deep. Usually that implies a pretty long period of time. And they're apparently doing this within like a few weeks. I don't know. So apparently all those are mithril veins. What? Okay. Oh, come on!
Okay. All right. Did he wake the Balrog yet?
Yes, he did. You-
Aren't they both named Durin?
Yep. The show doesn't understand that there isn't a Durin right after the Durin. Takes a while.
Yeah.
Blame.
Coincidentally, the Balrog looks a lot like the one in the Peter Jackson films.
Yeah, I think that they just chose to use that design because it's iconic.
Yeah.
That would have been a cool visual or cool thing. Problem is, it's built on a succession of crap.
I hate it when that happens.
Oh. Yeah, since unfortunately we are not the Marquis de Sade.
Unfortunately not.
Well, a white eye.
I wonder if
Wow.
he's the one who designed all the government websites.
Probably.
Okay, I think we're somewhere else now. We're not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah, we're in. We're with Steve, i.e., Hobo Gandalf.
Oh, and I heard there's something really stupid is going to happen with him too.
Yep, he's Gandalf, and he's Sauron.
How did you know?
So
Brank?
I seriously don't understand what. Okay, well, he's dead.
So who the blazes is Brank?
The Skeletor guy who's been hunting the halflings through it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, come on! This whole thing makes no coherent sense.
Is Saruman already evil? Whose successors?
Sauron, I guess.
What the bleep?
So Saruman was always evil? No, okay, that's broken. No, that's entirely broken. No. Nope, it's broken. This is stupid.
Are they gonna have a slugfest?
Apparently, yes. I seriously have no idea what is going on. This is absolutely asinine. So far, I'm not seeing good quality anything. Like, there's some neat iconography with the Balrog, but
There's nice lighting.
yeah.
I guess the scene with Durin and the other Durin could have been touching, sort of.
Yeah.
I guess it's nice that Gandalf wanted to save those Hobbit kids.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Oh. I don't know why it's funny. I don't know why having those notices pinned on the door is funny.
I That's kind of impossible.
So how did he stage his coup d'etat anyway? Did he get a bunch of goons? Apparently got a bunch of goons and just waltzed in there.
I guess, but the the main issue with this whole thing is, by definition, if you are a member of the faithful, you don't Sauron. This is such a contradiction in terms. This is so stupid. Even just from book knowledge. Also, here's another problem. Numenor doesn't have a military. They disbanded it.
They did. That was kind of silly of them.
Yeah, or at least the Sea Guard is gone. And they don't have a military otherwise. So, what?
So,
What
so
makes... Go for it, sorry.
if they don't have a military, then I guess that's why our Farazan was able to waltz in, because there's no one protecting the queen and the court.
Well, the funny thing is, he was crowned just because an eagle showed up, and he walked up to it, and they just started chanting Farazan. That's the only reason why he was declared king.
Yeah, but then afterwards, the sea spared Mitar Muriel, so they were nattering on about her being the queen of the sea or something.
Yep. But yeah, nobody knows. This whole thing is incoherent. They've skipped multiple steps.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit. Not horribly, but a little bit.
Well, I'm just... That's dumb. Why would you say that line? Yeah, I just don't get how... Since Numenor just did not have a military before Season 1, and now... Oh, bugger off! Also, bugger off with that lame-ass design.
Was that... Okay. No. I'm wrong. Okay.
Bugger off. I hate you. I hate you.
Well, he's just holding a sword up and looking at it funny.
It's mainly they're trying to rip off when Aragorn gets Anduril from the Peter Jackson movies.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Almost like let me do a quick comparison here. So, kind of, we have this scabbard right here, and he just draws it and holds it up like that. Okay, simple enough. Now, let's kind of compare. Aragorn gets Anduril. Let's do a quick comparison here. Show that they have simply ripped off everything. So I'll just keep the audio muted. So he takes the sword and then flips it around. He hesitates a moment. Then he puts his hand around the hilt, and pulls it out, holds it in front of his face. Yeah. Copy, effing, paste.
I love copying, pasting stuff.
I like doing it when it's not creatively bankrupt.
Creativity is too much work.
But yeah, I was just like, I'm like, that was like a nearly perfect. That was a nearly direct ripoff. I was like, Come on. Ugh.
Yeah.
All right.
So these are our Forzone's goons, I guess.
Okay. A one shot. I don't care. I hate everything in this show.
It loves you.
Okay.
The show just wants to be friends with you. This show just wants to trade baseball cards.
Good thing I don't have baseball cards. I don't even like baseball.
Bother. Now that you mention it, I don't particularly either.
I like Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Maybe it got confused between the two.
Ah, oh, that sucks. That's idiotic.
Are we still in Nova?
No, we've gone back to Region.
Oh, no wonder.
And yay. So they okay, wow. Totally selling these. Sauron is relatively sympathetic.
Well, are the orcs still sympathetic or not?
Oh, it's kind of both, but Sauron's been torturing Celebrimbor by shooting him. Since they don't have the balls to do to Celebrimbor what Tolkien did to him.
Yeah, I don't even remember what Tolkien did to him.
It's actually pretty dark. What happened was he had Celebrimbor tortured and then shot with arrows and then stuck his corpse on a on a pole to use as a banner for his armies to march in front of.
Yikes! I don't remember any of that. That's nasty.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's something that George would do. You are full of crap. This is not how Sauron would operate.
Oh, now what's he doing? You need to pay attention to the dialogue.
Why is this actor utterly wasted in this show? Like Charles Edwards is a really good actor, and he is utterly wasted by the terrible writing in this show.
Maybe he was underemployed.
Okay. I hate you.
I say,
Wow.
that's rather that's rather an overreaction.
It's not wrong, but it's so dumb. Wow, you're talking pretty. You're you're talking pretty articulately,
Considering that he's being stabbed by CGI arrows.
and by a massive spear.
Oh, okay. Is that real too?
I don't. It probably is. They probably have him on a harness or something.
Yeah.
And apparently, this bit was ad lib by the actor where Sauron is crying. And apparently it was because he wasn't going to be able to work with Charles Edwards anymore.
Yeah. No, I won't have any more scenes with that actor anymore.
Man.
I have many names. All right, fair enough.
Sauron would never cry at the death of Celebrimbor because Sauron is fundamentally psychopathic.
But he's a psychopath with a heart.
Okay?
Oh, this is pretty.
Yeah, it's Pelagir, which timeline-wise does not work because by this point Pelagir was an actual settlement of Numenor, but apparently it's in ruins.
Wait, how did it get ruined so fast? When it's just it's like didn't Pelargir just get founded around this time? Or
In
no?
the original source,
I think
yes.
I mean, maybe not. Maybe it had been around for a while because there were plenty of settlements already existing, but I'm pretty sure Pelargir wouldn't have been in ruin at this point.
Yep.
Yeah, because it was still in operation in the Third Age, at the end of the Third Age. So
Yep. Yep. They didn't think about that.
well, maybe it recovered afterwards. Maybe it has a bit of urban blight now, and then eventually it got a reclamation project going. Maybe there's work progress administration involved or something.
Maybe. I don't know. This whole show is incomprehensible nonsense.
It is difficult to be sure what's going on when they have their own lore. Of course, they have to make up some of their own lore because of copyright reasons, admittedly. But
they should at least have some kind of timeline of the settlement of cities and just understand that Pelagir was like most of the western coast or the east of the south coast of Middle Earth is settled by Numenor and has flourishing colonies by this point in the timeline. Admittedly, the timeline is inconsistent nonsense. They could have actually had some measure of comprehension.
yeah, I mean, just write an outline of the timeline down. Actually, there is a bit of an outline of the timeline in the appendices.
Yeah.
You could sort of use that.
Yeah, problem is they've decided to condense about 3,000 years of history into what looks to be a few months. Which is utterly nonsensical.
Well, yeah, everything's got sped up. Middle Earth is in a hurry right now. Middle Earth doesn't have time for 3,000 years.
Yeah. Oh. Great. Wow, and Isildur is part of a love triangle. Great.
Oh, right. Love triangle. I forget. Let's see. Elendil, Perion, and who?
This random chick, even though they're they're pretty much pure Numenorian for a really long time. This is lame. I hate this. Oh man. Yeah. Wow, so Isildur's a homewrecker. You are uh, great. Wow.
Oh, there we were. There we are.
Yeah, there's a slight problem. There's psychotic wood people out there.
That was Diet Joffrey again, I guess.
Yep. Yep.
The trees are pretty.
Yeah, they are very nice. So, this is kind of hilarious.
What the bleep?
Yeah. So, here's a bit of lore-breaking nonsense. Evidently, it heals orcs.
Cool.
Yeah, which, well,
Fred Flintstone?
Oh, bull! I hate that.
So are you going to tell us what his actual name was?
Evidently, nope.
Oh.
And he has to put it on his little finger because her hands are tiny.
Fair enough.
Uh, uh, oh, bull! Sawed off. I hate this show.
Oh, okay. I can imagine Preston and Carmine thinking that was good, though. Yeah.
The problem is that's not how it works.
It
They
is
are
now.
scared of elves. They hate elves.
It was just a misunderstanding.
Ugh, bull. Well, it looks like good old Glug is dead.
Glug, what a great name.
Uh,
Who's the mother? Galadriel?
okay. Well, I guess now we're going with the really lame symmetry. 'Cause apparently now, well, looks like it's poetic irony.
We have a mutiny on our hands.
Evidently, yes.
It's,
Yeah,
it's you.
I hate this show. This is freaking stupid.
Interesting throat singing effect. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
pity to get rid of Adar just when it starts getting sort of interesting.
yeah, yeah. Um, stop, stop. He's a well. Bull. So either Sauron is insanely lucky. Oh, sawed off.
Sauna's Bilbo?
Yeah, evidently.
That's a plot twist.
And apparently he's now using the crown as a weapon.
Hmm, impressive.
Morpher Clark is such a bad actress for this part.
Okay, yeah. That's a little funky, yeah.
Yeah, she's been a terrible actress since season 1. And this is kind of dumb. Just the idea of Sauron and Galadriel getting into a sword fight is utterly ridiculous.
Yeah.
Especially considering the fact that Melian the Maya was Galadriel's tutor.
Yeah. Meanwhile.
And they have referenced Melian the Maya, but they just...
I assume this is them laying waste to a Region. I say.
There's why are they just baiting their deaths? It's so ridiculous. Okay.
Did they ever explain why those orcs mutinied against Adar?
Nope.
Okay.
Sauron just mind controlled them.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
I love when that happens.
I guess. I don't know. I am so looking forward to Shad breaking down why this fight scene is pissed. Oh my, what is going, why? Sawed off! Well, the problem is, I don't think that the writers are self-aware of the fact that
I say.
That's bull. No, kill. Oh man, that's so stupid. Just kill him.
What the bleep?
Just kill the bugger.
What happened to his wig?
Oh, man. Yes, because the writers are incompetent. This is so stupid. Why are these writers absolutely ridiculous?
That's why you should not fight on a ledge like that.
I cannot stand this. This is so... I don't get why Preston and Carmine like this. This is complete piss.
Maybe the action was exciting or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just more happy that Galadriel is getting beaten up. Because I hate this character.
That's not very gentlemanly.
She's no lady, so I don't care.
I say. Rather rude, what?
Oh my!
Ooh.
No.
Why is it so dark?
And he skewers her with the freaking crown. That's freaking stupid.
Ouch!
I hate this. This is so stupid. And we continue with Sauron the Simp.
This is a romantic moment in the story.
From a better character, that would be an actually touching line. From this one, nope. Okay, now how do they contrive a way to get her out of this situation without losing the ring? Losing Nenya.
She'll manage somehow.
Okay. Okay, well, okay, 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 and apparently Rondir isn't dead.
I don't know why that was funny.
That's stupid.
That's great.
Okay. Um. Lame. Okay.
What even just happened?
Galadriel flung herself off a cliff to escape Sauron, and evidently she's going to escape pretty much certain death by gravity. Even though it's freaking stupid.
Oh, like the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. That's not very nice.
Wow.
Okay. I guess that happened.
Well, evidently she survived a multiple story fall.
Well, she's elvish, you know.
That's stupid. I really,
Ouch.
I really hate this show.
Ouch.
I really hate this show.
Boulder. But we know she has to be alive for the fellowship.
Wow.
But then we knew
What?
Celeborn was supposed to be alive too. Not to mention, there are going to be like 2 or 3 more seasons.
Yeah. And evidently, Elrond walks back all of his characterization and puts on the ring to save Galadriel. That's on Nenya for Galadriel, which is dumb.
Is he part of the love triangle too?
He already is. He kissed her.
Oh, okay. Very romantic.
Notice the unsubtle staff-like thing that looks very much like the Gandalf staff from Lord of the Rings. Things in the background that they just showed.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Because your family were eaten by the other Harfoots, but because they're all Darwinian savages.
Yeah, their culture. At least it makes sense that Nori. At least it's a good thing that Nori rebelled against that anyway.
Yeah. Because they'll just abandon their own people. Because they're all little monsters.
Yeah, as you said, they're social Darwinist psychopaths.
Also, they're ripping off Sam's speech at the end of Two Towers as if this is in any way, shape, or form comparable.
Touching, though.
Well, it looks like Muriel's in chains.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense if our Farazan's taken over. I wish Tolkien had written more about Muriel. There's so little.
Yeah.
It's tantalizing. At one point, he says, our Farazan and Tarmiriel led them into the shadow, but in other cases, it seems like she tried to head up to the Menel Tarma. She had to go up to the Menel Tarma when she was drowning. So that suggests that she was actually on the side of the faithful all along. But it's like there's so little.
Mm-hmm.
Get it?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah. And now we get into the last 15 minutes with Preston and Carmine, I freaking hated.
Oh no! Oh great!
Well, evidently Nori Brandyfoot is going to be the explorer who finds the Shire. Yay! And they're also setting up that Saruman and Gandalf were antagonists to each other way too early.
Yeah, they've compressed the time though, but yeah.
I was just like, Saruman wasn't always evil.
That's the thing. It would be interesting to show an arc where he did turn slowly get corrupted, but I think that would be too difficult for them.
Whoops, I missed Crimson and Scorpio showing up.
Yeah. Oh, bring him in?
He's gone.
Oh.
Yeah, it was about 20 minutes ago.
Oh, bother.
Now we're about halfway through, so whoops. I didn't notice. Ah! Well, that looks familiar.
This is a romantic illness story.
So he's staff sexual or something?
Apparently. Ah. He used a blue filter. Or something.
Apparently it was a test.
What? He was only pretending to be working mad?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's a plot twist.
Yeah, meant to help them. That's so stupid. It's like, yeah. So Dragon, I posted like I talked about the really stupid line, the rejigging of the original line. May the die deserve life, some that live deserve death, and Dragon demands, bless his heart. Responded, Tom was testing him. He really wanted him to save his friends, and after he did, Tom said he made the right choice. He wanted to make sure he'd choose to save his friend, and Tom told him not to. My response was, it's still stupid. Tom is the embodiment of I don't care about anything, and him being a lazy Yoda ripoff is insultingly asinine. And to try ripping off the line and twisting it into a completely different meaning is insufferably moronic.
Oh, yeah, now I remember. He was using that to say, oh, don't bother with it because, hey, you know, they were probably doomed to die or whatever. So,
It was episode 6. It was about 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, I mean, I remember it happening.
Yeah. Uh, uh, uh,
Oh, okay. Okay.
they have a giant demon in their basement.
Bogatel. Just go
There's a,
past.
that's not how it works. That's not how it works.
I don't remember any of that. I don't remember us having a brother. Wouldn't have been mentioned by now?
He was mentioned in the last, in a throwaway line at the end of last season,
Oh, okay.
and he has not been brought up since.
Oh, okay. At least they sort of mentioned it.
I've never known you. Wow! So they're actually commenting on the fact that she is an indescribably awful person to be around. Is looks like we're almost finished.
The plants are pretty.
It's freaking stupid.
Oh, so this is Hoo-Ha, is it? With Lorian.
Rivendell, I think that this is supposed to be at least. This is
Oh,
supposed
okay.
to be the founding of Imladris, which is stupid. Because, admittedly, it's the only sort of lore accurate thing in this where they fled to
He's got that rolled R thing going too.
or the ends. You had to just restate it.
The sword of the shield, is that what she just said?
Yeah, so
What
it's
does that mean?
basically the two strategies. But the problem was he already stated that. She's just stating it again.
Okay.
Why would you ever take advice from her? She is clearly an imbecile.
That's pretty.
I guess. This is incredibly lame and saccharine bull. I hate to be just offended by everything, but I just hate this show. and it's bullcrap attempts at emotional manipulation.
The dialogue's a little clunky, but at least people don't go around saying "okay" and "wazoo."
Yeah, unlike Willow, that's no, I don't know. Like Willow is really funny, at least in how bad it was. Like in Willow, you got female lumberjacks speaking in Elizabethan era dialogue. What is uh uh oh, and here the Hidden Valley of. Oh no, he's still alive. He somehow survived getting stabbed. It's really stupid.
Who did? Celebrimbor?
Arondir, he got stabbed in the last episode, but the writers kind of forgot that he died.
Well, it's easy to get confused.
Yeah, and it was.
Yeah, was that the end? Was that the end of it?
Yep, that is the end. That is the end of Rings of Power Season 2.
I'm disappointed. The last quarter hour wasn't like as bad as I was hoping it would be.
Yeah, it wasn't. I was like, this is kind of it's. For me, I didn't notice any discernible drop in quality. It was pretty much the same consistent stupid throughout. That was my take on it.
I mean, I guess Grand Elf was stupid, I guess.
Yeah, but that wasn't in the last 15 minutes. Well, that was like 20 minutes, I think.
Yeah, and what else happened? What else happened in the last quarter hour? I mean, I guess maybe because at least the scenery was pretty, so I was just looking at the scenery most of the last quarter hour.
Yeah.
So, where are we? It looks like Aregulon has been destroyed, pretty much, and they founded Rivendell. And Hoo-ha, Nori is heading for the Shire.
Yep.
And,
I kind of want to use this.
okay.
I hate it. I have always hated Rent for basically the same reason I hate Reality Bites. On a personal level, I really hate most movies that have some sort of "you lied to me." And I hate this, which is another thing I hate. The bombers going after civilians, and then I hated it. God, ugh, there's just so much to hate. Thanks, I hate it.
I feel like it was appropriate.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
At the chat?
What?
At the chat?
Well, I just mean, but the whole plot of this, I hated everything in this. A lot of it was very much emotional manipulation, mentally deficient bull crap throughout most of it. And I was like, there is no discernible. There's a lot of, well, you get Saruman or Rasputin, or not Saruman, who Mance Rayder from Game of Thrones with the giant wizard beard apparently is the bad guy, which is asinine because he shouldn't be. So stupid. It's so dumb.
Supposedly he became evil gradually over time, and some of this had to do with his being jealous of Gandalf. Tolkien never really tells the story very clearly about how he turned to the bad, but he wasn't bad at first.
Yeah, there's also some mixed stuff as far as the Blue Wizards go. since there's two alternative stories. One is that they became villains. The other is that they were not villains and that Saruman betrayed them or left them in the east to do their own thing, and he went to go set up shop in Isengard.
Yeah, there's no final canonical version. Tolkien wrote down a number of different ideas.
Yeah.
I don't remember which of them came first and which came last.
It's a similar thing with Galadriel, where initially she took part in the kinslaying, and then he redacted that and said, no, she did not take part in the kinslaying.
Yeah, in fact, she was... Oh, right. But she was involved in the kinslaying, but she wasn't slaying kin. She was fighting against Feanor, is how I'm remembering it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then he kind of walked her back and made her a bit wussy in the end, which is a little sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be better to develop her enmity with Feanor, make that be the fact that it helps her that causes her to go to Middle Earth, but also makes it difficult for her to repent and go back to the Valar.
Yeah. True. The problem is Feanor dies before any kind of conflict resolution. There's also the thing of Tolkien really kind of wasn't necessarily thinking on those terms. He was just thinking in more mythological terms when he was doing his... since the Silmarillion is kind of a big brainstorming session in a lot of ways, with no final definitive stuff. Like Gil-galad's ancestry is never really settled on or clear.
Yeah, because it was never published in Tolkien's lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there are bits that go back, like the Fall of Gondolin never ever was updated. Wasn't really updated ever since the Book of Lost Tales back in 1917 or whenever it was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean he started to update it at some point, but then he never finished that.
Yeah, but honestly, like, it's so pathetic what they've decided to do with this show when they could have done something actually interesting. Like, you can have a show take place over multiple decades. The Tudors and Vikings were both very, very successful at doing just this, where they have huge time jumps.
Yeah, the Tudors go like... I'm trying to think how long the Tudors went for.
It was 5 seasons. I think it's about what, like 40 to 50 years.
I mean, they had all the wives.
Yeah. And yet Rings of Power is condensing the Second Age, which is thousands of years of history, into a few months at the very most.
Correction. The Second and the Third Ages.
Yeah, since the Balrog's not Third Age, not until the Third Age.
Yeah, no, and the Hobbits are in the Third Age too.
They're not going to. It's some cost fallacy at this point.
Yeah, I think they're committed to a few seasons now.
Yeah, just by virtue of the absurd amount of money they're spent on this stupid piece of crap show.
Yeah, we want our money's worth, you know.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Balerion, for being my running mate through this trash fire. I imagine it was very entertaining.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm amused, although I was hoping the ending would be more amusing.
Yeah, no, the ending was It wasn't even like super memberberry heavy, which I was surprised by, since generally that's what Preston hates. Is a lot of member burying crap. Usually that's what he hates. I really want, now that it's officially over and the review embargo is off, I really want to hear them justify why they think the first like 3/4 is good, because I couldn't stand the first 3/4 of this. I actually kind of welcomed the last 15 minutes because it wasn't assaulting me with bullcrap.
Well, the last episode was a bit more, was a teeny tiny bit more engaging, I guess. But
Yeah,
wasn't as good. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it was a big battle. It was more engaging, but it was so stupid.
Yeah. So they're due to do one with Men of the West.
Oh, I'm so excited because Yoiston was so mad. Like, he's usually like a really nice, like, chilled out dude. This show makes him super angry.
Yeah, so that will be interesting. That will be interesting to see. And then we can hear what they thought, why they thought the last quarter hour was worse than the other stuff.
Yeah. Like,
Maybe they just don't like the plants.
Maybe. I guess they're botanophobic.
Yeah, so I don't like them anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, quite curious about that. So, of course, what I'm wondering is, will they do it on YouTube or will they do it in Patreon? Is the only question.
I don't know.
Yeah. Red Team Reviews Patreon is not that expensive. It's only you can get it for $1 a month. This has been sponsored by Red Team Review.
Clearly.
Wait, he didn't pay me for this. Wait a minute here.
Where is my freaking money?
Yeah, pretty much.
Where is my effing money?
Yeah, now that I'm using things that Preston keeps forgetting the names, so he calls Bronwyn. Well, I kept forgetting her name too, to be fair. He calls her the MILF. I'm not even sure what a MILF is. I know what it stands for. I'm not even totally sure what it is.
It's basically an older woman, often a mom, that is still attractive and you would date.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so that's what he calls her. He calls her the MILF, and he just calls the other chap the Black Arondir, the Black Elf.
Since he kind of is, he is kind of the token Black Elf. That's
and
characterization.
Yeah, well, I mean, none of these characters has much in the way of characterization, I guess.
And often, the more character they have, like with Isildur, Sauron, and Elrond, they break the show.
Mm-hmm.
At least Elrond and Isildur broke the plot in season 1. They kind of got shunted to the side and weren't driving forces of the plot as much in this, but man, this whole show is so bad.
And we'll get a whole other season of it.
Great. In the meantime, well, Wheel of Time is kind of in doubt at the moment, from my understanding, because it has not been performing well. And technically this hasn't been performing well, but they're kind of committed. But it does look like Wheel of Time is in a bit of jeopardy because, 1, it's underperforming. 2, Rosamund Pike left the Czech Republic where they do most of their filming. I hope that they both get canceled. They're both trash. And they're not even fun trash. They're just insulting.
Be right back.
Okay. Well, I think we're pretty much finished. I don't know of anything else that I really want to talk about. Yeah. Yeah, I wish. Probably won't happen though. It'd be kind of a relief. I honestly am not sure. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing going forward. I know there's been mentions of Breaking Bad commentaries. One thing that I have to keep in mind now is that I'm limited to 20 hours since I'm on the free plan because StreamYard quadrupling their prices is a tad ridiculous. So I'm not gonna capitulate to that bull crap. I'm not gonna pay that if I don't have to. So gotta keep that in mind. Definitely keep doing writer showcases on Saturdays. As far as Sundays go, probably will. I don't know. Probably won't do more than 2 streams a week going forward, just because of the streaming limitations that are now placed upon me. I think it would be interesting to do like some topic streams periodically. That might be fun.
We should do something preparing for the
Stormlight.
Yeah, and we have to bring on the arbitrary perspiring shop for that.
Yeah. I wonder what we would do exactly. I guess we could finish up. We need to finish up both Bringer and Rhythm of War.
We could just say we finished Oathbringer.
Yeah.
and do Rhythm of War.
It's just like I would like to finish it, but I would like to go like skip over, like do brief summaries, since not everything needs to be discussed. So we can just briefly we can summarize a lot of events very, very quickly and then keep going.
Yeah.
Since I know that that's coming out, I think sometime in December, last I checked.
I think the 6th. The 6th is when the book is coming out, I think.
Of December? Okay.
Yeah, I have it pre-ordered.
Yeah, 6th of December, yeah. So I was correct. Okay.
Yes.
Good to know.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep, you're correct. So it'd be nice if I could bring on Brightness Becca too, but
she's busy with her hubby.
Yeah.
And they're so cute. I couldn't bear to part those two.
Yeah, to my knowledge, Mr. Tarek has no interest in Stormlight particularly.
No, I think he's a bit busy with his own projects, and
yeah,
I need to be working on a gift for a friend. I still have quite a bit of material that I need to write.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Or collect, so to speak.
Collect?
Yeah. I'll tell you off stream, but I've got a lot of stuff that I need to do. I need to follow up with a few people. So.
Okay, I guess we won't reveal all those secrets live.
Well, I don't even know if they're just subscribed to my channel. They're probably not. Yeah. Rings of Power, Season 2 was terrible. I'm very irritated.
It was painfully glorious.
No.